Hi guys, Ken Chigbo, aka KenFX3, back with another week roundup and look ahead to the key events. Let's just quickly start off with last week. At the start of the week, it's very much about dollar weakness. Why? Because markets were hungry for risk. They are hungry for the riskier currencies. It came that weekend for the open. Prior to the open, the big pharmaceutical company AstraZeneca, who had to pause their trials due to a complication with one of the trialists, got the green light to resume. So that prompted some optimism for, around a vaccine coming for COVID-19 before the end of the year, which helped riskier currencies, i.e. dollar was on the back foot, which is safe haven. But then that was only seen up until Wednesday, okay? Heading into the FOMC rate decision. Now, what happened there? Dollar balls went wild after the FOMC. Why? Jerome Powell just delivered what he had set the markets up for at Jackson Hole at the back end of August. So it's all in line. There was some upbeat comments as well on the prospects of the economic rebound. So the dollar bulls was like, let's go. Nothing new here. So let's seed some dollar upside. And we saw that. Okay, look at the chart here. I'm just bringing up. You can see where we'd rallied sort of overnight on that sort of Wednesday, Thursday early hours in Asian trading before losing some ground at this sort of supply region. Now, why? Just it's likely to be some profit taking. Markets still have been battling between themes, as I explained. So yeah, there wasn't one particular catalyst. The thing is as well, what's significant for me, how the dollar's finished this week, is still that, we had this descending channel structure that I've been speaking about for the last few weeks, printing lower highs and lower lows. Broke out of that, retested, and formed this flag. And now this consolidation pattern is typically subject to a breakout to the upside. So I believe at some point we will see that. With that being said, you can see the narrowing within euro dollar. And as I say, we're stuck between themes. Good data has been seen, generally speaking, which has helped the likes of euro. Euro's been one of the Eurozone has contained coronavirus well, although cases again are starting to creep up, which could start to weigh on the respective currency, but you can see how we're just narrowing, waiting for our next breakout. We saw it here as well in early June to July. So it just depends on, is this a top sort of consolidation like we've seen there back in March 2018, or is it an area of which we're going to break out to the upside? You can see on the 4 hour though, just run into a bit of resistance. We're likely to test this support again. Let's see how we respond to this huge area within the lower part of this sort of pennant structure. GBP still subject to downside in my view. Obviously last week we managed to close in the green after that heavy selling pressure, because things still remain at a standstill with Britain and the EU, but it does remain vulnerable in my view. I was reading some comments over the weekend, and man, they're still going for it. They're still going for it in terms of, the bickering, bicker. This party's to blame, this party's to blame. It's just politics, and it does leave GBP subject to further downside. Perhaps we see similar to what we saw. Let's look left here in March, where we absolutely tanked, but this was in the coronavirus concerns. Same with GBP, Japanese yen breaking out of a bear flag does leave the price still subject to further downside. Now, just lastly, to round off a couple of points. Keep an eye on Eurozone manufacturing PMIs. Maybe that provides a catalyst for a breakout this week. So keep an eye on those for Euro. But let's talk about RBNZ. We've got the Reserve Bank of New Zealand rate decision. Now, they are likely to start positioning the markets, preparing the markets for negative rates that are coming, okay? It's just when, and more QE, because obviously we saw New Zealand slipping into a technical recession, big recession there, hugest slump on record for the economy. And they have been gearing the markets to what they've been talking about. We can do more. We've got more of in our arsenal. They're weighing up negative rates. So if we look at NZD anyway, on the daily, we hit a bit of a top area. You can see around this sort of 67.85 area. Could be a double top. We'll see how we finish. It's a nice shooting star there. See how we finish at Monday. Get a nice bearish candlestick and come down to this trend line. You see this trend line here, which we've been sort of supporting the price since 21st of August. So keep an eye on that. But that's a big risk event this week for New Zealand. So the main things you want to think about this week in terms of the data, RBNZ, European manufacturing PMIs. In terms of themes, keep an eye on Brexit, 'cause that's key for GBP. Guys, in terms of specifics, trading ideas, fundamental daily and technical analysis, daily and trade ideas, check out freaknetwork.io, where we run a service, well, led by me and we've got the rest of the team providing constant analysis and updates for our members. For BluFX, guys, great solution. Please do not hesitate to check it out. It will take you to the next level. It will help you become disciplined and that all-rounding trader. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome solution. I can't recommend it enough to my community. Guys, stay lit. Let's get it.